and there was no echo. I mean, there was an echo, and I'm like, there's not supposed to be an echo here, and there was no echo when I did Sands of Time on PlayStation 2, so that was really, really weird, and that really irritated me, and it's kind of really hard to recommend this because I still prefer the PlayStation 2 version. But again, if you've not played the Prince of Persia series or the Sands of Time, which is one of the best games, ever made, you should be playing it. Get it off PSN, or if you want to truly play it, get a PlayStation 2, play it on the PlayStation, or get it on the original Xbox or GameCube. Either one. Come on, play Sands of Time. You don't know what you're missing. Anyway, anyway, those are the games I've been recently playing. Already told you about Deus Ex Human Revolution. Just to let you know, I said it was disappointing. I never said it was a bad game. It was disappointing to me. It was not what I was expecting. Anyway, the game that everybody is doing Let's Plays of at the moment, and my game's not in my case, but it's playing my Xbox. Gears of War 3. Oh yeah. There's actually not a lot to say about this. It's Gears of War. What do you expect? It's actually it's like a slightly refined Gears of War 2, which I actually really like Gears of War 2. So to let you know where I stand with Gears of War, the series. Gears of War 1, I actually played it with co-op with someone. I thought it was okay, but I thought it was bland. I didn't really listen to the story because the story was something. I don't know. What was the story again in Gears of War 1? I don't know. I don't remember the story very well in Gears of War 1. It was just sort of there and went blah, and that was it. But Gears of War 2, I actually really like Gears of War 2. It had a lot of interesting scenarios and sections, like riding on armored dinosaurs and giant and like these weird bat creatures you're flying, trying to run away from this giant killer moth, I believe it was, or locust moth. And of course, it wasn't Gunmetal Grey and Dogship Brown that actually had colour in the game. I mean, I was bloody amazed. I actually forgot what the story was that all about in there. I think it was mainly pushing. I think it was mainly trying to push the Locusts back over the Gears were losing the war, or something like that. And one thing led to another. Actually, I think it led to some research development and such. But I really don't remember the story very well. I do remember some things, but not all of them. But I actually really like Gears of War 2. But Gears of War 3, it's just a slightly refined version of Gears of War 2, but not by much. And I was thrown into the game, and all of a sudden I was already confused. I mean, when did the world went into this when did the world went into this sort of devastating conclusion of that, the world's gonna blow up, or is doomed or something? I'm like, how the hell did you get from there? There was nothing about the end of the world in Gears of War 2. I may have forgotten the story of Gears of War 2, but I could remember if there was end of the world scenario in there or not. And there wasn't, so I don't know how that ended up being end of the world so quickly. I forgot how many years it take place. Was it 2 years, something like that? I don't know. And it introduced some new characters, but you don't get to learn about them because they're just there. You know, just because how the story jumped and these new characters, you kind of think, hang on, did I miss something here? Don't tell me that part of the story is on those collectibles I have to find. Jesus. I mean, I'm not gonna go around trying to find collectibles so I can know the story. Just tell me the bloody story. Don't make me work for it. And of course, the new characters, I don't really care for them because we don't get to learn about them. One acts like an idiot. I think it's a black guy. I forgot his name. Who cares about his name? And there's two muscle-bound women. Which I'm thinking, where did the women came from to begin with? I don't understand. Yeah. Oh, and Carmen. Just to let you know, Carmen never actually. Some reason Carmen didn't die, which I thought there was. Didn't people vote for Carmen to die, and then went to charity or something like that? So why did he not die at the end? I thought he did. I thought people choose him to die, or did I miss something? I don't know. But Gears of War 3, I don't think it really stands up very well to Gears of War 2 very well, but I think Gears of War 3 is better than Gears of War 1, of course. Just because it had less exciting set pieces and such. And of course, the story just jumped to one place to another, and I just sort of lost my way. At the end of the world, how did this happen? Oh wait, Marcus Phoenix's dad is alright. Well, okay, he's alright. I don't really remember much about him and such. I never remember. I don't think he ever been mentioned in Gears of War 1. Actually, I know he's been mentioned in Gears of War 2, but not in 1. Oh yeah, what I actually hate about Gears of War 1 is they never really make you start on E-Day. You never seen E-Day. You heard about E-Day a little bit, but you never were there to experience it. It's only been shown in the first fucking trailers of the game in Gears of War 1. And I hated that. I'm like, why can't we not experience E-Day? And you said you show us in a trailer. You don't show it in the game. You don't let us play in that moment. No, you show it in the trailer, and that's it. Thanks. But as I said, Gears of War 3, don't really care for much. It's not terrible, but the problem... I'm not saying it's bad, but the thing is, it's just Gears of War, and that's really it. And I thought Gears of War 2 was more fun. And let's see, another game. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. Now you must be... Some of you may be thinking, hey, you didn't do a Let's Play of that. Sorry, I coughed there. No, I didn't. I think I was saving something. I think I was doing bash. Yeah, I was doing bashing at the time. I think I wanted to save it for something. But Space Marine. I actually thought it was quite boring. It was fun on the demo, but just when you do the same thing over and over and over again, it was boring. I know I was kind of saying that's all you need, but when I first heard about Space Marine, I actually thought it was going to be more like an RPG, like an action RPG of a type. Build up your character in a skill tree and build them up the way you want them to. And I was also heard about co-op. There was supposed to be co-op. I think it was supposed to be a download in there, but I think it was something like Horde mode. But I thought it was like campaign co-op, which I was quite depressed about that they didn't have. I think the original idea was going to be an RPG, but they just sort of changed their mind. That's it. I don't really care. The story is just blah to me. I haven't completed the game yet because I was bored. But I remember one part where I was following this guy. I think it was an Inquisitor, and it says he was fine until one point he did an evil laugh, and I thought, alright, he's evil. So putting that thing into the thing, which he goes, "Wah, thank you for getting here." I'm like, okay, he's evil. So hey, Captain Titus, can you do something about him? He's evil. He's clearly evil. You could still recover from this, but nope, he doesn't do anything. So fuck you, Space Marine, and fuck you, Captain Titus. No. I'm sorry, it's just not that interesting. It's not as interesting as Dawn of War. I think my nose is a bit blocked. I have actually played Resistance 3, and a lot of people don't like Resistance 3 because it doesn't have regenerating health. And what was our complaint? I've actually forgotten. I know it doesn't have regenerating health is one of the main issues, which I'm kind of like saying, fuck you. This is a proper first-person shooter. I mean, seriously. Oh yeah, I think it was the fact that you could carry 10 guns at the same time, which I'm thinking, this is first-person shooting. This this is what a first-person shooter is supposed to be. The fun ones, I mean. You know, playing an arcade shooter, Resistance 3 is an arcade shooter. Yeah, the problem with regenerating health is kind of actually unrealistic, and it removes tension from a battle. But if you can't regenerate and you need to find health packs, it has more tension to it. You need to think about this, thinking, oh shit, I'm losing health, I need to try and do this somehow and kill these guys and all so on. I have never felt tension in a first-person shooter for so long. And Resistance 3 has sort of fulfilled that of giving me just a first-person shooter which has tension, and you need to use skill instead of just a bloody duck and cover system where, oh, I'm gonna wait here and suck on my thumb and regenerate my health. I mean, seriously, Resistance 3 is probably one of the best first-person shooters I played this year. Just because that's how fun it is. There's just so much tension and story. No, in the story. I mean, in the story campaign, does it let you know the story actually isn't really that good? But funny enough, it resembles a lot to Half-Life 2. I mean, there's a portal. There's like a dead city filled with zombies or zombie aliens, and there's a mad priest there as well. And I think there's a lot of other similarities as well to Half-Life 2, which is really, really odd. But hey, it's not like a complete total copy of Half-Life 2. It's got its own stuff. It's got its own stuff in there. But if you've not played Resistance 3 and you want like a classic shooter, get Resistance 3. What are you waiting for? It's amazing. I mean, it's so much fun, and